Happy Friday, my friends. Sephora Arena is rocking down in Miami. A doubleheader going on today. Vinyl taking on the reigning champs in the Rose for the top half. And then the nightcap. We have the Breeze and Hive, the two newbie teams. Welcome on into our Unrivaled pregame show presented by our friends at Xfinity. Lauren Jbara, Candace Parker, Renee Montgomery holding it down here in our ATL studios. We're so excited to have you with us to kick off the first 4-day weekend of Unrivaled of the season. Now, we saw the quadruple header on Monday, kicking off season 2. Candace, initial thoughts?
Well, I first think that there is going to be a lot of competition this year.
Yeah.
I think there have been some teams that have stumbled out of the blocks, but we know from last year and that experience that it takes an adjustment to adjust to 3-on-3, the pace, the space, and D'ing up, as Paige alluded to. But I think that we're going to see, teams make adjustments. We're going to see teams be more comfortable playing their style, and we're going to see other teams that have to adjust.
Yeah, I just think the competitiveness is there. So for me, that's always what you want. These games are quick, but they're competitive. There's people, even just watching how they're talking trash, it's like, thank you, because you don't, I mean, in other leagues, you don't have to care, like sometimes you have to beg people to want to care, but it's like everybody in Unrivaled comes ready for that I would say on your shoulder, chip on your shoulder. This is the best of the best.
Yeah.
So I love to just see that type of competition.
And I think one of the coolest things, too, is a lot of these women have played last season, so they're almost used to the 3-on-3 style. I feel like the first couple days of Unrivaled in season 1, it was kind of getting used to that format. Now you see some of the new players that have come in. They're still not necessarily struggling, but yeah, they're going to find their wind. They're going to find their legs. They're going to find their rhythm in this 3-on-3 game. But don't you feel like it's helped a lot of these women kind of adjust to it quicker?
I always say the first 2 minutes of games, it doesn't matter how great of in shape you are.
Yeah, you got to that second win, man.
You are tired, okay? And so when you come in and you have not played that style, it's like going upstairs. You're just out of breath. That's what it is. And so I think that there is an adjustment to the players that have been here before and the players that are newbies that are coming back that understand now the cadence of practice, days off, and they're heading into this first 4-day weekend.
What new team impressed you most between the Breeze and the Hive? Because we're going to see them play later today.
I mean, it's the Breeze, but also because these are up-and-coming stars on this team. It's not that this is just a group of players put together. Erin McDonald and that group, how aggressive she is leading them, obviously Paige. But I told you, Dominique is the one for me that you got to pay attention to. She can fill the stat sheet in any category. So just seeing her with time and space, I don't know if the people got to see that before. I think that's the most interesting part.
And 19 years old, it's crazy.
Come on,
She's
man.
Still so young. And
She's younger than some college players.
Paige Becker said it's the worst she's ever going to be right now. She's just going to keep getting better and better, and her worst is really, really good. So we're so excited to watch her continue to grow. Now, we have a doubleheader going on tonight. The Vinyl taking on the champs in the Rose from season 1, and then we get to see the two newbie teams, Breeze and Hive, go head-to-head in the nightcap for the night. It's going to be a really, really fun one. Let's take it down to Miami right now. On Monday, we felt how good the crowd was and the hardest working people. And Brendan Glashey and Sarah Kustak, you guys had a quadruple header. What did you see down there at Sephora Arena that makes you so excited for season 2?
Hi, Lauren, Candace, Renee. We're very well rested. We're looking forward to 2 games tonight, 2 each day over the weekend. The word Brianna Stewart used to us in one of our meetings was just more. There's more staff. There's more teams, as we all know, but just more. And they really took into account what the players felt would be necessary to put them in better positions to succeed on a night-to-night basis. So adding more nights, having more staff to each club, also having more training availability. There's another weight room down here, so the players are taking full advantage of it.
First of all, can we get the 3 of you down here? There's a space waiting for you on the court. We're going to need
baby.
and live living color with some pina coladas. We're going to have waiting for you.
You had me at hello.
Second time she's brought that up.
It's tremendous. But you all said it. I just think the level of compete, the energy, and the acclimation of these players having just a better understanding. That goes with a season 2 of having that under your belt. And I think there was that adjustment process for some of these new players, whether it's young players, whether it's those that are new to this game, to this league. But overall, I think from that first day, it was a world of difference from what we saw last season. The environment here, It's incredible. The fans, the people, the music, all of it. The vibe is great, but I think with the starting point now, we're jumping even more into it, and you can see it in the tenacity of how these players are going at one another.
And every club took on an identity, including Rose, the reigning champs. We got Rose tonight against Vinyl, a championship rematch. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Well, I think the exciting part is Rose picked up right where they left off. You saw them continue to roll. They had that level of continuity. There is no question Vinyl felt like they underperformed on Monday night, and Teaspoon's going to have them ready to rock. And that is a veteran crew. These newbies, the Breeze, we already heard it from Candace, Renee, Lauren. Like, there is star power on that team, and there was a level of understanding of how they wanted to come out and play the Hive. Kelsey Mitchell told us earlier, she's like, I'm trying to figure out the dynamics of the court, the dimensions, the speed. There's a lot of nuances to the game that I think you're going to see this group now a little bit more used to what this is like, and so a better performance out of that Hive team.
Across the board, right? The guard play, the wings, and the bigs in the Hive Breeze game. You got Malonga and Brink and Monique Billings as well as Ezzie Magbagor. So we're looking forward to having it here in Miami over here at Sephora Arena. Back to the three of you and have some pina coladas.
I gotta say, we gotta have you on Fit Watch. Okay. Listen, Miami, you acting different. Acting real different.
I'm just trying to keep up. It's the
Me
sun.
too.
It's the sun gets to you.
Okay.
We'll have all the pina coladas for you guys here in studio. You guys hold it down for us in Miami. Thank you so much. We're excited to hear your game call.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, time to get into Renee's rundown now, as we do every single show. There were a lot of women that popped off on Monday, Renee.
Yeah,
Take us through it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see, it was just one game, so we know this was only one sample size, but who popped out? Chelsea Gray popped out on us with 35 points. I would have thought she would have popped out on the top of the assists, but that was Marina Mabry with 9 whole assists. Then Dominique, we were talking about the Breeze. 14 rebounds is insane, but also not when you're Dominique Malonga. Shug Sutton, that was a player that we talked about in the first night, where I want to really see what does she look like, because she's a player that just does work. A record 5 steals, this is like what they're doing. And then Alana Smith in the blocks, like the block category. We know that she was a record in that category as well. So I wanted to see just one game sample. It's early. It's very, very early, but that's who made an impact first game.
Who do you think sticks up there, Renee, at the end of the season in one of those statistical categories?
Yeah, I think Alana Smith, 3-on-3 is hard because you have to cover more space. So as a help side defender, you would typically be closer to the help side in 5-on-5 than you are on 3-on-3. That's not seeming like a problem for her. We saw in 5-on-5 that she can beat it. Like she's a block party within herself. I think that she can be at the top at the end of this season in the block category.
And how about for you, CP? Who do you
Malonga.
think? Yeah.
I think that
a double-double in her debut.
Obviously Unrivaled's coming back second season. Our production, we're simpatico, because they understood that I was going to say Malonga with the rebounds. I just think she's dominant, she's athletic, she's long, she's skilled, she's intelligent, and you're playing with Paige Beckers, which is one of the best passers. Yeah. So therefore, you're going to clean up all of the misses that happen, and then on the other side, you're going to be a problem on the defensive end, because when you run, you outlet, you run the floor, you get it back.
I mean, she's so incredible. I'm excited to see her continue to grow. Again, 19 years old.
19 years young.
Crazy. Oh my gosh. Time to take our first break here on the Unrivaled pregame show. Coming up after, we have a special guest joining the show. We have the Rose Vinyl coming up.